The National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're underway from the bank. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out to man in his 13th NFL season and rising quickly up the career leaderboards, Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game in the defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from the 41. Ross out of the pistol. Freiermuth there to bring it in. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 43. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. A costly false start penalty as 3rd down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5.
Still 3rd down.
The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Russ now from the gun. He puts some power on a deep one left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception with just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the 2nd of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
Well, what does Lamar Jackson have in store for us this time around? Now a 2-time NFL MVP. We know he is electricity personified on a football field. Must-see TV. He also knows, and these Ravens do too, that they got to take that final step. Got to get to a Super Bowl and ultimately win it for the 2-time MVP.
Play action now with Jackson. Oh, he put some heat on this deep, big gain downfield. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They kick the running back in motion. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Henry on the catch.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. From the gun, Jackson finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st down throw for Jackson. Gets this one to Andrews. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Out of the gun, Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. This Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Ball at the 33 for first down. Wilson now from the gun. Caught by Freiermuth. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 8. Hits him on the out route. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the bank in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap for Wilson. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
The drive begins with Henry. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This is Henry on 2nd. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled by the venerable Cameron Hayward. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Avoids the sack. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And now they face 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Russ setting to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Steelers likely getting ready to punt this away. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Jukes out a one-stop. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 1st down, here's Lamar. Andrews with the catch. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Lamar off to play fake. He's trying to push the field. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Steelers taking over on offense with halftime rapidly approaching. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ross out of the pistol. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take possession down inside the 30 after the interception.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send Aguilar in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding Flowers. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning the tight end left. From the 20 on 2nd down. Gets this to Bateman. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Ravens call in on Justin Tucker for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Bullock's kick is good. It sails right through. A beautifully placed football.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run up the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. So we've reached halftime here in Baltimore. The Ravens flying into the break with a lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. On first down, Jackson. Henry on the catch. Oh, he breaks another tackle. Oh, lost the football. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Aguilar, the receiver in motion right. He throws a bullet down the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. He'll get this to Henry. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run for it! And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that will add to their score.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They haven't come up with an answer quite yet on the scoreboard, and they take over down 20-0. First and 10 now from the 30. Russ now from the gun. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Wilson on 1st and 10. Caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Wilson now off the play action. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Warren quick on the draw. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Harris will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage once again, that 7-yard line as they get set, 2nd and goal. Trying it again with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Slot man motioned over. Jackson now on 3rd. He's got Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Has him on the quick hitter. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down throw for Jackson. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Jackson. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 3-score game in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Running the read option. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead.
You thought they were going to throw it, didn't you, Cole?
Could you tell? I did. I thought for a moment they might have been setting up to throw, but they stick to the ground and run it in for 2.
Yeah, they got everybody in the building because there's all these pretty pass plays, all these creative designs, but don't ever get away from the simplest form of football, and that's running it right down your opponent's throat.
Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now from the gun. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Fits it through the middle. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, it's Wilson. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Offense up to the line fast. Russ is cooking again. This ball's caught by Pickens. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Sticking in the air with Wilson. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers get it back to a 14-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson are ready to go again on offense. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff headed right to Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another run for Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Well, they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate. Don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Ross off the play fake. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And this isn't resolved quite yet as he goes out. We've got a flag down. Looks like it's going to be on the offense. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. They give right side to Henry. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win at home. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back at Washington in your college days. Always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is. I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.